Here comes another part in the sagas of Thal Drazark's Illiad in the future past. This one is called The Gathering of Powers. Kronth, 666 ABB. We are halfway through the month of Kronth. A lot has happened on the Everbash front. Sithra and Gromph were in the dungeon beneath Menerak Keep, seeking the blue abyss gate in Salih. Emerick Marn, death dealer Southern Creed, was on his way through the folded lands in the east of the Ebon Reach. Bhaal Morag had just stepped feet on the docks of the Malik-born harbor where Elrakhor's fleet lay anchored deep beneath Ebenezer's keep. The Hellgate had been opened and the evil archfiend Khul Morzul had stepped through with grim malice glee at the prospect of unleashing his horde on the Reach. In the Samaranth fortress on the Isle of Grimthor, in the river Sashir, in the recently lost city of Vril, that the Doom Herald sat on the Ivory Throne of Asil with a mad look on his face, no wrath, just a whole lot of malice glee, despite having forgotten what he was doing in the castle and under his crypt. He had a blackout from his conquest of the whole west of the Ebon Reach, both of Kandahar and Asil. He knew he sat on the throne of Vril, but was not sure it was real. Beneath Kandahar, in the western part of Gromph, Abalon's five were traveling through the land of Neverroth on their way to Darjeeling Keep. They'd soon arrive at. Nigel Morn had reached Menerak Keep at last, after being held up for 2 weeks in the grey waste. First cause of deadly as a stone that a red haze that had laid upon the waste made it completely impossible to see a foot from their face and obstructed vision totally. And they couldn't rest loose in that direction, so they stopped moving, slept in a ruin for 12 days before the red haze dissipated one morning, and they resumed their journey towards Balazand's court in the shadow dark city. Without warning, Emond's cliff had been swarmed by Slogkip, the Fomorians from caves and great mounds. White ground in the north was separated the ash lands, Azeron and Iltarn from the cold grass. The cloud that gleaming oak gleefully will go dragon ruled cruelly over the pale elves, slave battle around who conquered Iltarn, Drazark, Nathilrin's heart, ruled from Citadel, Iltarn cleave, where King Bhaal sat on his golden throne, the gold elves old black and gold clad, the king who had been driven white mad after being shaken on the around's wing and given a most powerful old magical ring that caused him to forget everything and mindlessly serve Belaraun's every word. Initially it was discerned at the nobles of Nathilrin what had really occurred, but then it was too late, and Belaraun moved the elves as a herd through the white crown to the cold vast beyond, where they had changed to pale elves through the magical bond that now tied him to the frightening gold-worm Belaraun, the father of Gromph the Gleaming, who in that way had found Belaraun, where the gold elves were bound against their will to serve the ancient gold-worm Belaraun. News had traveled fast from the town of Down, and the rancid marsh to every tavern throughout the acid north about Abalon Melagor. And each battle stark, forming a resistance last month, which had inspired many brave aspiring heroes to rise up against the encroaching darkness grown despite the ones in might and power. For the time being was mostly serving righteous causes, at least in the north, and Ebon Reach and Shore coast. Khorven Kaldaster had changed to human form and approach. The last hope, which he had formerly been the scourge off when its lord had invaded Khorven's canyon and scoffed the massive shadow dragon who temporarily lost his temper and fought a team of slayers he brought down to the very last man, which was the lord himself, whom he had led escape to the coast to the vault where he dwelled in Fellas Cove, giving him a very grim warning that if he did not have a significant tribute ready come the morning, he would bring terror and a deadly storm upon Fellas Cove. As the day was dawning, Khorven's storm approached the town. He had seen the ballistas in green uniforms, which suggested that the lord he had schemed against him instead of simply parting with some of his great treasure. Greedy little snake-minded scum Khorven had done what they had to do, burnt the whole place down. Since then the Iltarnians had however rebuilt the town, and a new clown had taken over Sithra's close. Lord, and it was him Khorven in human form chose to approach to give a warning for him Emerick Marn to gather his whole host as he had obtained full sources. Ilbosian chatter about what was going on in the court of Castle Gorinthorn. King Ulthorn was amassing a horde of Ilbosian mages and fighters of all sorts to invade Iltarn and the whole Acid North. A force comprised of men and mutants and half humans given swords and axes, bows, spears and gats, stylish errant caps and red and black uniforms with the rampant winged red lion, crimson dragon on of Ilboss. Thus King Emerick Marn at least stood a chance against the large and grim force which would quite soon advance against his land. Through the tree-clad green emerald peaks was a way for the land of the West Emerald Reach to participate and compete in the grand Everbash of doom which they had heard had begun in the West. Heaven reached as Luthric Ash has risen from his tomb, gnashing wound and brought doom on the vast moons. To the two lands already in the vast desert Shogun in the far shadow south, smashed the barbarian who ruled the Ashlands. Astrakhan, the city of black cigarettes, has reached Dragoncast, the city of Lord Dragoncast. Dragolich, who made a pact with Balazandar in the past to increase his magic powers which were already mad. Great, the lich worm and the awaited Samash was given an honorary welcome instead of a quick death. Lord Dragoncast wanted to hear what he had to say while Luthric Ash caused such fear, and what the Ashlanders wanted the old Dragolich to do if the prophecy of doom and future past held true, then who'd be able to stop the madman soon? Inexplicable wrath destined to move through every land of the map and overthrow every king and lord until the deities themselves would descend to the mortal plane to take part in the great Everbash. And Menshah and Jerusalem Shah, the ever enigmatic black lord of the shadows and of doom Jasmine fast, would either have his wrath soothed or cause the next big blue blast as the boom which had ended all the realms of the past. Everyone had been had seemingly in his mad scheme to prove to everyone that gloom and bloodbath was all they deserved. The stupid Everbash of doom would come to pass regardless if Dragoncast participated or not, but would be just sit passive in Dragoncast while the world was going under in massive battles, and storms and volcanic ash would fill up the sky at above and darken probably every Vril. Would he just sit there still in his hall in Shogun's only city in the citadel of dragons that loom high over the city proper, or take part in the soon full-blown final Everbash of violent doom and prove to everyone the might and the power he had? Dragoncast had agreed to help Samash and the Ash Vandals in that fight against the madman Luthric, who had completely ruined the old room in the not so far past. Lasted the trio Mortured Cove, the bold band of Doomlander with his massive two-hand hand. Illazyth, Killahare and Starlight, the blue lanterns innkeeper, were still on the move towards the western fold of badlands of the bastard clans. More precisely fallen Balazandar, where they'd make their stands against the Doom Herald at the fortress Sithra Rome. In Balazandar's hill, beneath the acid moons was shown above the eerily its constant omens of dread, ahead for all in Thal Drazark, never-ending doom under acid moons. 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 Never-ending doom under acid moons.